Yo, what's up, guys? EandM Productions is back after like freaking 2 years.
We're back in business, baby.
Yeah,
We're gonna be reviewing an essay.
yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, reviewing an essay? That sounds really lame. Actually, there's a bit of a fun story behind this essay, so we're gonna take a little trip back. About I'm gonna say 2 weeks ago, I was just perusing the famous social media website Twitter.com, and I happened to see a tweet by none other than Obama. And what did Obama have to say?
We'll pin it right up here. He said, I would really kill for somebody to write this essay for me.
Yep. And who to come to the rescue but one of Twitter's many essay accounts, I guess? They if you use certain keywords like write an essay for me or something, or pay someone to write an essay for me, they'll comment and they'll be like, yo, DM me, I'll write an essay for you. And I saw this and was like, I'm gonna mess around with this essay guy. So I said, hey, I saw this on Twitter and wanted to reach out and see if you could help me because I got a lot of finals coming up. This is a lie. At the time, I was already done with my finals, but I was setting him up, and they replied. They're like, yeah, what's the essay about? And I said, the ethics of plagiarism, thinking they're gonna be like, this guy's just messing with me. And then they replied and said, sure, I can do that. And then we're just like,
Mind blown. We have to pay for this essay.
we have to pay for this essay. So I come up with a prompt. And word for word, I'm going to pull up my phone right now to find the prompt. So I said to these guys, it would be due December 18th at 11:59 p.m., so by 8 p.m. that day at the latest. The exact prompt is, elaborate upon what you believe the punishment should be for students who plagiarize assignments and attempt to pass them off as their own work. Be sure to fully explain your argument and address any potential counterpoints. And then I told them it needed to be at least 2 pages double-spaced. And this guy, this absolute legend, says, all right, that'll be $20. So we both paid him $10 each, and we bought an essay. At 6 a.m. the next day, we got this essay back. We haven't read it yet. We've been sitting on it.
We're going in blind.
We've been sitting on it for 2 weeks. The only thing we know about it right now is we have it open right here, and we have a cover page. And I just think it's really ironic that the cover page says academic plagiarism and its punishment. Student name, institution. It is literally a blank slate because it's somebody else's work that is like, here, presented as your own. Plagiarize.
Yep.
So, welcome to this journey with us of pure irony, I guess. I don't know what else to say, so
All right, let's dive right in.
let's dive right in. Ethan, you want to start us off with the first paragraph?
So, like any good essay, they have to have a good introduction. So, academic plagiarism and its punishment. All right, plagiarism is often perceived as a grievous sin and a serious breach of scholarly ethics, a theft of credit for ideas in a competitive intellectual marketplace. Okay, first off, the first sentence really pulls you in.
It's got a
They
good
did
hook.
not forget about the hook in like middle school. This thing is straight and to the point, and such a hard stance from somebody who is literally writing an essay for us.
Yep. Yep. It's. I mean, they know what plagiarism is, so they're aware of what they're doing at least. Now, let's see what they think about it. Keep going.
All right. The most common forms of plagiarism are students who copy and paste assignments, ghostwriting, ahem, and attribution of authorship to bureaucratic elites. Many students do not grasp that using others' work they did not write is a misdeed. This issue is a growing disconnect in the internet age as the concept of intellectual property, originality, and copyright are disregarded in the rampant exchange of online information. All right, this is a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in. I really like how they're just describing what they're doing right now. I really hope there's 2 ways this can go. So they're either gonna go hard on people who plagiarize, which is like just ironic because it's them, or they're gonna like show their true colors and they're gonna be like, I don't think the punishment should be that bad, you know? Just a little slap on the wrist. All right, continue.
All right. Copying and pasting has become very easy as many students assume that information is hanging around in cyberspace and does not seem to have an author. The percent of students who believe that copying, especially from the web, is a serious crime is dwindling, and many students have resorted to cut and paste without contribution. Gabriel 2010. So we did cite some
He's got some sources. All right, that's nice. All right, so I'm going to take the next paragraph. Despite the seriousness with which students' plagiarism is treated by academics, the problem is bigger than the collective effort. Students should not be taught to only... Wait, what? Students should not be taught only how to avoid it, but also why it is necessary. Wait, did I miss something? Why is what necessary?
Why plagiarism is necessary?
What?
Wait, all right.
Did I miss something? Despite the seriousness with which plagiarism is treated by academics, the problem is bigger than the collective effort. Students should not only be taught how to avoid it, but also why it's necessary.
Are they saying that
Let's keep going.
To avoid plagiarism, but it's also it's necessary? A necessary evil, if you will.
All right. Students should not be taught... Oh, no, that's what I just did. Outright plagiarism, such as copy and paste, should receive strict punishment. The main punishment that should be used against it is its penalties that range from warnings to different forms of legal sanctions. All right.
Sorry, bud. Straight to jail. You know what? You plagiarize, sure enough, right to jail.
So this is only the beginning, so they might get deeper into it later. But the question was, what do you think should happen? They said it could be anything so far. So they haven't given an answer yet.
Yeah, they said you could get a slap on the wrist, or there could be legal repercussions. Mm-hmm. Which is like top of the scale, bottom of the scale. They went very broad.
Plagiarism is an extremely negative attitude, even when performed to a very slight extent. Thus, it should be treated with such seriousness.
An attitude now?
Plagiarism is an extremely negative attitude. Plagiarism isn't an attitude.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
When students submit others' assignments as their own, i.e. what we're doing right here, when detected, they should be awarded a 0.
When detected.
A 0, and then they did the parentheses 0 thing, to the assignments that they copied. Failure in courses, if the students has been reported to repeatedly copy assignments, then they should face suspension during certain periods. I mean...
Sure.
I guess. Like, if you do it once, you get a 0. If you do it more than once, then you can be suspended.
Really?
I don't think they specified that I was in college, so... Like, can you get suspended from college?
I don't think so.
Like, that... Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems like a high school only thing. But whatever. Maybe he means expulsion. If a student commits plagiarism in extensive writings such as dissertations and theses, then the punishment should be resubmission of the work, or the student enrollment can be terminated. So the two options for if someone's caught plagiarizing a thesis is either, oh, you have to do it again, or terminated. So one of the options is literally just, hi, got you, nice try.
Oh, sorry.
Do it again. All right, well, that's page 1.
Given the wide disagreement over what constitutes plagiarism, it might be challenging for students to reach the right requirement for proper attribution. Therefore, where plagiarism is not precise, it is important to not assume that the student is trying to pass off someone's work as his or her own should be punished. Wait, did I misread that?
Therefore, where plagiarism is not precise. Does that mean, like, if the plagiarism isn't...
Like, they're like, I don't know if it's their work. Like, what do you mean not precise?
I'm going to assume he just means if they can't 100% prove it's plagiarism, or if it's not 100% plagiarism, then, like, they shouldn't be as punished, but... We'll skip that for now.
All right. So to continue on, such minor forms of plagiarism can receive less strict punishment, such as issuing a reprimand and caution to the student, agreeing with the student on corrective actions, or educating the student on how to meet various attribution standards.
I mean,
all right.
Education on how to not plagiarize, I guess.
Yep.
Don't do it.
They'll give you a full course on how not to plagiarize. That's all right. Some people argue that plagiarism deserves punishment, while others understand that some of it are not deceitful. Right.
That's improper grammar right there.
Yes, that threw me off.
I'm paying you to write my essay, dude. At least the bare minimum I ask is that it is good writing.
I mean, I don't see any blue or red lines, so I guess he thought, I got it out in a few hours, so I don't have to proofread.
Mm-hmm. Others understand that some of it are not deceitful and deserving censure, so I think they're arguing some plagiarism is okay. I think that's what that says.
I think that's what they're getting at.
All right, that's not the end of the sentence.
No,
so what else?
not.
What else do they say
All right,
about
so
it?
they said today writers do not write along to produce. Write along to alone. Oh,
I think that should say today's writers because there's a comma and then it says today writers. Today writers do not. There either should be a comma or it should be an apostrophe or I'm dumb and I don't know English. One of those options.
So I did zoom in a bit. All right, today writers do not write alone to produce an original piece of work, but most of them collaborate with others and they recombine ideas in their writing. All right. It just doesn't sound right. Does it sound weird to you?
It feels weird. Is it just us? Are we stupid? Like, one, he's saying that the ideas come together with collaboration. This is, at least when I gave him the prompt of what should happen to students who plagiarize, I meant on like a college essay. Like an essay where you were using someone else's work and passing it off as your own. When you're submitting an essay, it's supposed to be just you. You're not supposed to collaborate unless it's like a group assignment, but then it wouldn't be plagiarism because it's part of the assignment. So he's just tiptoeing around the issue, I think.
I think he might be talking about like just getting some source material from other writers, but not like just copying, pasting their work, or like, hey, can you write a page of my essay for me?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm a little sus of it, but...
All right. Thus, this shows that some forms of copying do not carry deceitful intent, but rather require proper attribution. All right, that's like the 5th time he said attribution.
He said attribution a lot, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know what he means in this context.
Let's do it.
I think 4 times. He used it 4 times, which feels like a lot.
Okay.
Now, where were we? On to the final paragraph. Plagiarism is a complex issue that relates to the social construct of human identity. Okay, time out. What?
All right, we're jumping quite far. I think this should have been like a 5-page essay.
I know.
He's leaving some stuff out. He's really just trying to...
I feel like that came out of nowhere. Did that come out of nowhere? Is a social construction of the human identity. It is vital for teachers to vividly discuss with students the concepts of citations, textual loan, and paraphrasing. Students and academic professionals should be equipped with the necessary skills on how to avoid plagiarism. As academic institutions are currently equipped with the necessary software to survey plagiarism, the elimination of such practices should not be based only on punishment, but also on educational programs that boost creativity and originality among the students. Therefore, unless plagiarism is an out-and-out cheating, such as cutting and pasting work from the web, I got caught up because it feels like it should say copying, not cutting. From the web, caution should be taken when reacting to plagiarism with the intent to punish. That's the end of the essay. And then he's got his sources. So these are the people who he sourced. So, gonna throw some opinions out there. I think he really sidestepped the issue.
Yes. He brought up ghostwriting once in the first paragraph, which is what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he didn't mention that at all. I don't think he wanted to really step on any toes with what he's doing actively.
Yeah.
And saying that's wrong or something.
He was very laser focused in on copying and pasting. And there's like many different kinds of plagiarism. This is plagiarism. It fits the definition of plagiarism. Copying and pasting is plagiarism, but that's the most blatant and easy to catch. There's other kinds, and if you're caught doing the other kinds, that was kind of what I wanted. I was hoping to get something kind of like him talking about what he's doing, but he intentionally avoided incarcerating himself, you know?
Yeah.
Overall, though, this is hilarious.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun essay to read, and I hope you guys had a good time watching. Yeah.
It's so irony. So yeah, if you guys want an essay of this quality, check out. I haven't decided if we're going to be tagging the exact guy in this yet.
If you want help with an essay, just tweet
And
hey, can somebody write my essay? Just call it out into the void and they will find you.
Mm-hmm.
They will literally track you down and they will find you and comment, hey, DM me.
Yeah, maybe you'll get lucky and your professor will have the same view of plagiarism as this guy. And if your professor does not have the same view of plagiarism as this guy, then you
Good
might
luck.
not want to do it. But hey, that's...
Just a guess.
Thanks for watching.
All right, now play some cutscene music that we stole from another creator.